My name is M21COM of Group 12, and I'm here to talk about the project management methodology that our group used. And as we can see here, the project management methodology that was selected in our group is the RAD, Rapid Application Development. And RAD, as we know, is software development tool that project managers use to achieve speedy project development whenever they are doing project, because this software development tool aids project managers to achieve the projects in good time, and they also deliver good quality results. To justify why we selected RAD is one of the advantages of RAD is, like we mentioned earlier, is speed. It has speed. It aids project managers to deliver projects in good time, and it also, to add to speed, it also delivers good quality results with a reduced cost. So that's for the justification of choice. And my brother here, can you please move on to the next slide? And appropriate software development lifecycle. This one talks about what our project really does. What did we in Group 12 do? Apparently, the purpose of this project is to develop a software tool, a software methodology tool that will provide technological solution to customers in a restaurant with a cutting-edge touchscreen technology that can enable the customer to order for his or her food while on the table. Instead of going over to the counter to book for his food, he can sit down there with the touchscreen technology and just order for his food, make the payments there straight ahead, and also while waiting for the food, he or she can also, while away time, browsing the web, updating pictures on Facebook or any other thing. And the project starts from the planning and design stage, followed by choosing a contractor who is actually going to handle the job. And the life cycle of this project, is on the next slide. So we're going to be talking about that one. So the life cycle follows from the life cycle of the. Oh, we have to cut out the pause.
Go.
Okay, the life cycle that the project is going to follow is going to be from the requirements planning, where this stage is going to be talking about the concepts that we will use to do the project, and the analysis and a quick user design is the next stage, where the analysis will be made and the user design will also be made. A functional design stage will be put in place here, and the prototype cycles is where we actually do the prototype, because the client is fully involved in this case, whereby if the client doesn't want a particular thing or want something to be changed, alterations can be made during the prototype cycles. And the testing will also be made on the prototype, because before we fully do the implementation, we have to test the prototype if it's working before we actually engage the software in the project. Also, to justify this, we also find out that the essence of this whole life cycle is to, since it is repeatable, it's a very good life cycle, since it can be repeatable. Anywhere we make a mistake, we can always go back and to requirements planning, to analysis and quick user design, and prototyping, testing, then implementation. This is why we followed this level. So my brother, can you please go back? Let's see some benefits of using this. Yes, as we can see here, this is a prototype of how the end product is going to look like. This is what the customers will use to browse for the menu. Let's just see the menu. Yeah, we can see here that customers are actually browsing for the menu here. They can select the food that they want, and they can place their orders here, and they can split the bill, whoever is going to pay, and they can all either charge through the credit card. As we also can see, the next slide please. No, not this one. We can also see the other one where people can also browse their apps. They can also do other things while they are waiting for their menu to be served to them. You can also, while the wait time, while waiting for the food. So as we can see, it's a very good project. It's something that is of the 21st century. So that is what our whole project is. all about. So my friend is going to be talking about the next phase. So I hand it over to my friend, Mr. Kabiru. Go.
Thank you very much, ASN Ita, for a wonderful introduction. My name is Kabiru Mohammed, and I'm going to talk about the risk analysis. First of all, I'd like to start with the project running over budget. As you can see from our analysis, the probability of this happening is very low. But if it happens, the impact on the project is very high, because if there's no more funds for the project will not succeed, and that will be the end of the project. After that, I'll move to the communication breakdown among workers. Communication breakdown among workers is very important and very crucial for any success of any business or project, as you may know. But the probability of this happening is at medium, and the impact too is at medium, since there will be other ways of communication within team workers. Next, I'll move to the project running over schedule. In terms of competitiveness within other projects and other businesses, it's very important for projects to be on time, because, for example, if your competitors finish the project or a business before you, there's more chance that they'll gain market share and upper hand in the market over you. And within that period of time, before you finish yours, it will have done reasonable impact to the market. Next, I'll move to the high number of alterations based on request. Usually, this alteration is based on the client's request. Based on the client's request, if there's a mistake, we can go back and alter it and things like that. As you can see, the probability of this happening is at medium, but the impact is very high on the project. Next, I'll move to contractors' disappointment on delivery time. Delivery time is very important. As you may see, the possibility is very low, but the impact on the business is very high. Project wrong time and cost estimates. This is very crucial and very, very important aspect of project management. As you can see, the impact is very high, but the probability of this happening is medium. Fluctuation of the variable cost. Probability of this happening, medium. Impact, high. Why is it so? From time to time, goods and services in the market fluctuate. Either goes high or goes low. So depending on the time of your project, if the goods and services in the market at that time is very high, it will have negative impact on the business, and so as high impact on the project. Possibility of death of client or sponsor of project. This is a very, very, very important criteria in project management. The possibility of this happening is low, but the impact on the project is very high, because if your client falls down and die, the project is completely over, because there will not be finance to continue the project. From that, I'll move to the next one, number 9, lack of sources to use. Sources or resources to use. If there are no resources, there's no project, because the whole project is made up of resources that will put the project together. 10, bad or inappropriate design. This is, again, another important phase of project management. The design has to be very good and very appropriate for the project to move forward. The possibility is set at medium, but the impact on the project, when it is bad, is very high. Please, Mr. Giza, next slide. Next. And here, this is our risk management planning phase. From here, you can see that when there is a risk, first of all, you have to identify it. After identifying phase, you move to analyze. You analyze the risk, like how can we resolve this risk. From there, we'll move to prioritize. You choose the important ones first that you are going to, the important risk you are going to mitigate before you can move to the next chapter. Response plan. You have to put a very, very good response team when it comes to risk management. So you know what are the first things you need to do. The response team are in charge of that. Then you execute. From there, you move to evaluate. Then after all this is done, you document all you've done during the risk management phase. And with that, I come to the end of my presentation. I would like to introduce my very good friend, Mr. Giza Abubakar, to continue. Thank you.
Go.
Well, thank you very much, Kabiru and Essien. With all things being said and done, I would like to forge ahead to one of the best companion of a project manager, which I believe is this computer-aided development software, which we call it Microsoft Project and Gantt chart, because it's in between what is happening in the reality, the project manager, and a virtual design, how the project is being transformed in a virtual level, then predictions are being made here. As you can see, these are the processes and the flow of events that goes on the project for the restaurant automation. So first of all, you can see the name, installation of automated ordering system software in a restaurant, and the duration that we are meant to take right before starting the project was stated there, 55 days, and which is Monday to Friday, and the dates are clearly stated there. So this, we take it as a milestone. There is what we call a milestone. A milestone covers the events exactly that are going to be carried out in a sequential flow. What is the next step? The major steps that are taken. That's the milestone. So first of all, we are starting with the planning. As you can see, this is the planning we created. My friend, please can you help me take it down to the dates? I want to give a brief explanation. No. Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, as you can see, this is the planning, risk management, work breakdown structure, cost baseline, and all is included in the project. So from all the risk management and the breakdown, it comes under the planning, because you have to lay down your plans. What are the feasibility studies? What exactly, how are you going to carry out the project? Like your budget, how your budget is going to go on, the method of paying your workers and all that. It has to be included in the planning. But first and foremost, creating team contract, because after getting a lot of people, you have to sit down and talk. How is the contract going to be? Is it going to be based on a week, based on a month, based on hours? How much time do we need from the contractors that are going to be involved? So, take it to the other side. Here we have what we call a prerequisite, and we have baselines. From the lines, that lines that are inside are our baselines. So it shows these are the specific money we are going to use in carrying out the task. And these are resources that are responsible for carrying out this task respectively. This is the baseline. From here, I would say we are going on an advantageous baseline, because fortunately for us, we couldn't reach the end and we were able to complete it. So it's a good thing for us. And for the prerequisite, this arrow shows from here, this very procedure or process must be carried out before you move to the other one, which is it might be classified as you have to finish one before you start the other one, which are the predecessors. Like this one is 5, the task 5 is start to start, which means the both of them start at the same time. That is a responsibility. So some of them might be prerequisite, you have to finish one before you move to the other one. Some of the project tasks, you have to do them at the same time. Maybe there is an interaction between them that is very necessary. That's why it has to be done at the same time. The other slide, please. Okay, all these are same sequence of procedures as we've stated, and the days is meant to take. So you can see one of the advantages of project management tools, because it gives you an insight or a foresight on how long the project is really going to take by prediction, and what are the resources really needed. Because even if you are implementing something on outside scale, you can transform it down here, then you predict to see what's the outcome, how it's going to be. Can I move to the finance state? Okay, good. Without wasting much time, this is the base budget cost. This is the budget cost work schedule for project manager, programmer, financial secretary, and all that listed down. So it gives, okay, how much basically need to be paid, or how much is meant to be paid to them. And from the budget that the project team did, they came up with this money, £2,400 needed to be paid after the conclusion of the whole project. That's what needs to be paid for. The programmer, the software engineer, all the money is listed there. But here, basically, the project manager is meant to receive 700, but they end up paying 1,867. So I guess the 1,867, it's not up to the 2,400 planned to be paid to the project manager. So I guess the project is falling on a good side, because still there is some part of the money that is remaining as well. So you can go on with all of them. We have not met exactly the money that we plan on paying them. It's a good one because the prediction was high enough, and we are trying to see how we could possibly divert from project running, the cost running over budget. So with this, I guess we have come to a very, very good conclusion in terms of budget, cost, and all that. We wouldn't have a problem because we are running exactly in line with the budget we've had. So we'll move to the last line of conclusion. I guess this is the complete project, and we have come to a successful conclusion without any hindrance or problems. First of all, I'd like to thank my group mates, SCN and Kabiru, for making it possible and putting things together for us and working in a very, very good, conducive environment. Thank you very much.